Hello everyone, good afternoon, welcome to RC Overdose. This is Dev, and I'm here to do this. This is kind of broken from yesterday's video. You guys saw it, you guys know it. There's a little playlist in my channel, you can check it out, s912 Truggy. So let's get down to the fixing of this little part here. I have to open up the whole car and just take this little chassis piece out. So all I have to do is just replace that and we're good to go. So this will be a long video. There's a bunch of screws you need to take out, and there's a lot of things you have to do and make sure the differential is in position, and also the bearings are taken out. So let's get down to that. First, I'm just taking off small screws from here, and then I'll be taking out, there's one screw right here that is attached with the servo, so I'm going to take that out. So the front part is totally free. So you take that out, and the servo, the whole part will be out just in a second here. There you go. So that was that. And now I'm gonna go back in this part here. There's 4 screws here you're gonna take out. So I'll get down to that. It takes me about 3 seconds to 4 seconds to take out a screw. It could be shorter, you know, if I had the power drill, but I don't, which is okay. Hands work just fine, and I love hands-on work more than the technical work. Hands-on mechanism is my favorite, because you did it and you know it. Machines, I don't really trust machines that much. But anyway, here's that part comes off. That in there, that little baby is a servo. And all these screws are different sizes and stuff, so if you don't know a lot in detail about the screws, the different screws in the model, please make sure that you educate yourself on that, because you're going to have a hard time understanding the screw structure after. So for servo, it's attached here, and there's a little clip that goes in like that. So all you do is take that out. There's 2 screws right here that servo is attached with, and servo is placed in like a proper spot with the help of the screws. So I'm taking that out right now so I can totally take out the entire servo. There you go. That's the servo. It comes like that. It has a little motor in there. And there you go. It has 5 wires that connect here, and it goes straight in the front of the car. So that's that. Now I'm gonna disattach the motor. There's 6 screws on the top here and 2 very small screws in the bottom. So first I'll take the 2 small screws out in the bottom, and this is actually a pretty easy fix actually. But what it is the chassis part in the front. If you guys know this part, it won't take a lot of bashing. So what you can do is find a metal bar like that, drill 4 holes in it, find larger screws and mount that in. Maybe that will work, because that'll take a little bit of, you know, bashing from the front. These plastic things, if you want to bash an RC, get ready to fix it. So, because it'll treat you the way you treat it, right? I mean, RCs are for getting bashed, I understand. And if you don't bash it, you probably won't have enough fun. But for someone who is doing this hobby, you know, out of his daily life, and not sponsored by anybody and all that stuff, so if you're doing stuff on your own finances, it's going to be a little hard for you. So you can't really go that hard, you know. Who's going to pay you for that? Nobody. You're going to do that, so you make sure you take care of your car. RC is like a family member to me. It's pretty, it's one of my top hobbies right now. Okay, so I took off 2 screws from here, 6 from the top. That helped me take this part out. Okay, so the motor is probably free to go. This is the part that comes here, and this is the ESC they have right there. So you take that out from here like that, and it just comes out. Oh, right now we have to take out the 4 screws from the bottom here, so that's what I'm doing right now. It'll only take me a second to do that. These screws can actually be replaced by the stainless steel screws as well. I think they do sell them. They used to sell them on Amazon. from this Awesome Keys person, but I don't know if they sell it anymore because I haven't paid attention to that after. So that's that part that totally comes off, and that is the chassis, guys. So this thing right now can go in there. This particular piece, it still has 4 screws in the bottom, if you see. So you know you gotta take them out first, because this piece needs to get out, because that is the piece of the broken chassis, which we probably won't be able to fix it even with the Gorilla Glue, because this is broken really bad, and it has the sort of lines are sort of messed up. So I'm taking out the 4 screws from here. So the plastic panel will come out. There you go. So that's the front thing that just goes down there. Okay, so I'll take the screw out with the help of that. Okay, now this is a new chassis, brand new chassis. It has been used a couple of times, but who cares? It doesn't matter. So this is a servo. I'm gonna put the servo right back in here. Just bear with me here for a couple of seconds, because I did this after a little while. So it's not a big deal. It's not hard. It's just you need a little bit of concentration. And as I said, remember the screw sizes, guys. Remember what you're using, because you do want to be using proper screws in proper places. Your car could just take apart if you won't. And with the S912s, you have to make sure that you don't rouse up your engine and then press the brake, because if you do that, you are going to have a little bit of problem with the car. So what I did is I installed the servo in here, 2 screws down there. The back part I didn't really have to do anything with it, so I kept it how it was. What I will do though is change that. Put 2 screws in the bottom first so the battery gets held down properly. I'm sorry, the motor gets held down properly. I always confuse the motor and the battery. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm a newbie. But you always learn with that. Silly mistakes. Okay. So I'm trying to put this screw right here so the motor is perfectly held down, so you can put the top screws in place. And so there's that. The motor is completely attached. So for these little wires, you have to place them on the side here, so they kind of get placed in the bottom and away from all the disturbances and whatnot. And just a second here, guys. There you go. So there's the ESC that's placed in. And now I'm going to have to close this cover right here. It has 2 screws on the side. So all you do is take that little piece there and install it in your own way. Doing it like that. So there you go. That is that part. 2 screws go there, and you also have to make sure that the battery thing comes out of this side, because you'll need the cord to be that long for you to attach the battery properly. So once you take this whole car apart, you'll probably be able to learn a lot about the mechanisms and what this car actually is. And I'm not dissing it, it's a good car, but it's not what the company says it is. So please be careful, read all the instructions on the manual before going into any sort of detailing with the car, because little knowledge is dangerous, okay? You don't want to end up with some stupid huddle that you won't be able to get out, because this cars would probably you know, piss you off sometimes, be like, how many times do I fix this and all that kind of stuff. But then, you know, you gotta understand, it's a low maintenance car, but it still comes with plastic parts, a lot of plastic parts. The gearing in between is all plastic as well, so it's not good whatsoever. I just realized one more thing, guys. this part from here is broken. I don't know if you guys could see it. So I might as well change it because I got so many parts here for life. And 6 screws will go in there. Okay. So just give me 1 second here, guys. This was me taking the entire S912 apart and putting it back on a new chassis. Didn't change the motor, didn't change the servo, didn't touch anything else. Just the normal mechanism that goes in the car. Because you do need to learn that. And with time, this car will need a little bit of oiling in the bearings and whatnot. So also make sure you buy a little bit of oil, and actually should make a video on that too because I haven't made one yet, and I really want to because this is something, whatever time I spend with my RCs, I just want to document it for myself and for my channel. So there's 6 screws that I'm putting on top of this cover. They just line up very easily, very easy to put in as well. And there you go. Oh, oops. Don't keep falling there, little guy. We need your help. So I hope you guys found this video a little bit helpful, because changing chassis is not challenging, but it's a little bit of bench work, which I really like. I really love to fix my RCs and all that, because it gives me more experience in what the thing really is about. And yeah, you guys already know. So this part from here, from the hit yesterday, if you can see, it doesn't look straight. And I'm pretty sure I have a few of those in stock here. So I'll change that as well. And when you change that part, there's 4 screws that go on top here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna place that in correctly real quick. I hope you guys are not bored. If you are, this was just an informational video. Please forward the video. S912 is, it's a little bit of a rare car. Not everyone knows about it. Not everyone wants it. High maintenance car, again, as I said. Not the best for bashing, but if you are a good basher, if you are a pro basher, and if you know how to lean your car properly while jumping, you're good to go with this one, because this one actually behaves pretty good with jumps, as long as you know how to apply the throttle and whatnot. And also it uses, it has a Tamiya connector here, so you can find a lot of batteries for Tamiya connectors, you know, Amazon or eBay and whatnot. You can use up to 3000 milliamp battery, I'm pretty sure, because more than that, I don't think the motor will take it. You'll wear the motor out really fast. So before using a bigger battery in a car like this, just think about your poor little motor there. It's a 380 motor, brushed, and it's probably gonna cry out loud after like 20 minutes of you using it with the more powerful battery. Well, I don't suggest you do that, but if you do want to, please go ahead and try it out and let me know how it worked out. You probably could be able to play with it for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but after that you would probably want to check your motor temperature. It could be a little hot, and if it's so hot that you can't even touch it, you all know what to do. But if it's not as hot, and just continue playing with it, but just play with 1 battery pack so the motor doesn't have to get a lot of burden on it, because obviously all the gears and everything is going to work twice as fast as it, you know, usually does. So this part is ready. The front part here, guys, this part goes where the servo is, and then this black screw attaches. Oh, I dropped it. Okay, I have other screws here. I have lots of screws, guys. Oh, tons of screws here. Okay, should be able to find a servo screw here. Yes, oh no, I didn't. Just give me a second here, my friends. I dropped that screw down the, you know what? I found it. That's nice. Okay, great. Because I don't want to get up right now. That's the problem. So I want to quickly install this here, where we put the servo, like that. You pull this part up. Hold on. Okay, so that is attached there. So you pull this part up like that, and where did that screw go now? Are you playing hide and seek with me? Because that's not how we are supposed to do it right now. Okay guys, it's right here. Sorry about that guys, this is me being silly. Okay, so that screw goes right there. And please don't tighten this to the max, because it's gonna make your servo clutter and it won't turn properly. Just a little bit, so that it could get some space and whatnot to turn. I did that. Now I'm gonna hold these two things down here with a little screw, the smallest size they have here. And all their screws have different part numbers as well. If you want to buy them online, you feel free to do that. And if before buying this car, please tell the company to give you an extra set of 4 differential screws, because you would need that. Without that, you're not having any fun. And I'm saying that because I know it. Okay, so I put the battery in there. I'm gonna turn on the ESC. Let's see which one has a battery in here. I got 4 of these bad boys here. No, this one doesn't have a battery. This one looks like it has a battery. Turn it on. It's connected. Servo check. And the motor check. Alright, if that sounded horrible, I apologize guys. It's kind of really loud. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me changing the chassis. The broken chassis is here. I got a lot of broken chassis. I have 3 broken chassis, but one of them was in my truck, so I had to take that out just to show you guys how it is, because we don't have an extra one in stock right now. Oops, the box there falling on me. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll be back with more content. Oh.